James, we have what you've been dreaming about for a long time, mate. The Saturday night, July the 29th, down in Telford. You get to fight for your first major title, mate.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, Lee. I know you've been with me every step of the way. We've kind of done it the hard way, but come Saturday night, Lee, I think I've got a really good chance of coming away with that European title. WBO world ranked against a great opponent in Ethan James. I know his amateur career speaks for itself. Commonwealth champion and that, but I
I think
just
he was
feel it's my
Commonwealth
time.
Youth Champion, wasn't he? Commonwealth Youth
Well,
Champion.
you know me, Lee. I don't know much about the amateurs, so it's just
Well, I checked him out on it, and let's say I've seen him a couple of times. I've seen him when he fought Ben Fields, and I've seen a bit of him when he fought. I think it was behind closed doors. Was it Keenan Wainwright? Oh no,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
no! It was actually a couple of fights ago that won it. Keenan Wainwright.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Listen, he's a quality operator, Lee. I understand he's a quality operator. He's a fantastic boxer. He's got a great team behind him with Kieran Conway's dad and training alongside the likes of Kieran Conway. It must bring you on a lot, but I've said it before, Lee. I've got a great team behind me as well. And I'm training alongside some phenomenal lads. So
exactly. Yeah, you're in a gym with Hank Roller, which is absolutely brimming over with quality, isn't it, mate?
here is, mate. I'm just over the moon to get this fight. I got picked to fight Ethan, and I just think they might have they might have bit off a bit more than they can chew, mate. To be honest with this one.
You were saying you were checking out with the bookies. We're both not big gambling men, but you notice that you are actually a big underdog, mate.
Big underdog, mate. The bookies have got me at 5-1, so you know it replicates a few things. But after beating Nathan Bennett in the fashion and did, I thought the bookies might have took recognition to that. But come Saturday night, mate, there's going to be a few Wiganers on celebrating with some good money in the pockets because the bookies they're getting robbed this time. I'm sure
You're going to be the new bookie basher.
it's going to be a fight, mate. We've trained very hard for it. The knowledge that Anthony's put into me over the last. I'm still only what I've only had 33 fights in my whole life. It's not just my professional career, my whole life. I'm still fresh, and I believe that come Saturday night, I'm going to be let off the reins, and my apprentice is over, mate. It really is. I'm ready to go.
What was it, about 2.5 years ago you joined up with Anthony?
Yes, it was. It was. It
About
was.
two and
Yeah.
a half years ago. And was it about your fifth fight under him now?
What? Sorry, mate.
About your fifth fight, is it? Or sixth fight?
5 with Anthony. Yeah, number 5.
Yeah. And I think, there was a little bit of a learning process, but I believe Anthony believes in you now as much as we believe in you, because that performance, I think, against Nathan Bennett was superb, because I think you were, by a lot of people, I think you were the underdog in that, wasn't you?
Dog man. He kept, like he said, he kept on going about his 80, 90 fights as an amateur he'd had, and said it on a few interviews. But it is different when you get in there early. I understand you can be a quality operator as an amateur, but it's different when you get in there on a pro night with 3-minute rounds and 10
But,
rounds. It's different.
but James, obviously I know you from the start, and I think it did used to hold you back, not having that amateur pedigree going into the pro game. Not anything about you, but mentally, I think it used to hold you back. I think that was a perfect final piece of the jigsaw that was missing, where you went and beat a kid who was a quality operator as an amateur. That meant that I think you can go into this fight without no doubt.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. It's amateur boxing. I know. I watch it, and I think it's the two worlds apart at the moment. Amateur boxing and professional boxing. So, he's a phenomenal fighter. I've got to give credit where credit's due, and I always will do. I've watched him. his last 11 fights have been impressive. He's had the likes of Benfield's treatment, and he's been in some good fights. But I just think Saturday night it's going to be a tough night for him. Down the stretch it's going to get very hard because, like I say, I'm willing to take big risks in there, Lee. I am going to take big risks in there.
Well, this is going to be your 22nd fight,
Yes, mate.
and that's almost as twice as many fights as Ethan has had himself. So going into this fight, even though he's got the experience of being a top amateur, you've got the experience now of being a very good pro, and this is your chance to prove that, isn't it?
Rightly, I've been in there with some quality guys. John Miguez, who I fought over in Bilbao. What a superb guy he is, and I thought he will go on to big things. And I've experienced that. I've experienced the big nights. I've felt what it feels like to lose, and feel the pain of a loss, and having to spend a year digging deep and working hard just to come back from that. And listen, mate, I don't want to feel that feeling again. So I'm going to do everything in my power come Saturday night to make sure that doesn't happen, Lee. And I have done 10 weeks from 10 weeks ago. I've done it. Not put a foot wrong. I've not ate something out of place. I'm just more than ready for this night, Lee. I think we got 6-7 weeks notice for this fight, which it's kind of unheard of when you get a big call up on the big television shows. So I've no excuses, Lee.
So am I looking at the new WBO champion? European
Looking at the new WBO European champion, mate. Yeah, it's like I say, it has been a long time coming. I've been a professional boxer for a while now. It's going to be my 22nd fight. It's been a big thing, but over the years I've gained so much experience. I've gained so many amazing friends, which are going to be friends for a lifetime. I've come in contact with some phenomenal sponsors who are now friends as well. And I've got the support from Wigan, Inley Green, all surrounding areas, mate. It's been some journey. It's been some journey, and my dream when I become a professional boxer was always to win a title, and I believe this is in my grasp, League, and I'm ready to show it on primetime TV. Primetime TV, 9 o'clock start.
It is a fantastic opportunity for you, and I believe, as you just said, this is a time. I think this is the perfect timing for you, and I think it could be a little bit early for Ethan James. Obviously, I'm biased. I'm Team VIP. You're VIP. But I have watched him, and he's still got some amateur traits about him. And from what I know, what you do well, and what I've seen him do, of course, he's a nice boxer. But you're a nice boxer, and I think you also have that luxury of you've got a little bit more power there, and you've been solid at this weight. You come down from being a great in shape middleweight to being a welterweight. I didn't think it was possible, mate. But you work ridiculously hard. You do it. Now he's just in the process of moving up from super lightweight, and it's probably a natural progression for him because he's only 22. So it probably is not because he's lazy or anything like that. It's because he's growing. But it takes a while to go from weight to weight, doesn't it? And this is his first fight as a welterweight.
Second fight at welterweight, but I heard on the commentary in his last fight he'd come in at 10 stone 6, which is still a pound under the weight. So he's making it comfortable, and he looks he's a very, very big super lightweight. He's tall, he's long, but like you said,
Well, so are you.
I'm going to be. I am, and I'm going to be big in there on the night. I've got the best people around me, guiding me in the right ways, and eating well, and I'm going to be big in there. It's people are going to expect. I think a lot of people are going to expect, just this come forward, but you're going to laugh when you're coming from me, but I'm going to mix it up, there. I can box. I can box very well.
Well, I think this is the perfect time for you because I do believe, I remember very early on in your career, and you were Mr. All Action. It was out and out aggression with every fight, and then slowly you've polished yourself into a box fighter. And if anyone can do this, I believe you can, mate.
Mate, like I said, I think everybody expects certain things from me, coming from the background I did come from, and so on, so on. But I just believe I'm at that stage now where I've kind of put everything together. Just like we was talking about Leo. Against Sergio Bomo, I was working on things. I wasn't as spiteful as I normally was, but we was working on things. And then we go into the Nathan Bennett fight and we put it all together. And you get him out there in 2 rounds. It's been a natural progression with me and Anthony. He took me back to throwing a jab basically when I got with him, and the natural progression has progressed. And like I said, I've not had the luxury of 80 fights as an amateur. I only started boxing at 21 years of age, so I believe I'm at the age now, and I'm at the time where my apprentice is over. It's time to stand up and be
Are you
counted.
29 now, James? You 29 now?
Ready to push
Sorry,
on, mate. Now,
I lost you then for a second, mate. I'm saying, are you 29 now?
But,
Are you 29 now?
yeah.
Oh, right, okay. But as you just said, you're fresh, you're young, you're hungry to this sport. You've not been worn down by the sport. Realistically, this is hopefully the beginning of a fantastic career for you.
That's what it's all about, Lee. I love fighting at Reebok. I love Steve Woods' shows, but I'm ready for these big shows now. The big nights, they're the ones that really get me going. The Nathan Bennett fight. I was the underdog in that fight, but it did something to my mentality. I trained that couple of percent harder. I felt like I was going in there and I was just there to do a job, and that's what it's going to be like on Saturday night. The pressure's on him. There's no pressure on me, Lee. All the pressure is on him. He's got a lot to prove. Got to back the bookies up. Like they said, the bookies are never known. We're going to see on Saturday night just how wrong we are.
Well, I've told you, I said to you before we started the conversation, I don't really bet often, but I'm having a bet on this one, mate. I'm very confident. I think it's perfect timing for you. I think this is going to be your breakout fight, which you wanted for a long time, and I think you're ready for it this time as well.
I certainly am, mate. In fact, ice cream man's here now, so I might go and get a quick ice cream. I am very well on weight at the moment, so but yeah, it's a cracker of a fight, Lee. It's like I said, it's primetime TV. I think it's 9 o'clock. We're fighting me and
You're chief support to the Liam Davis Jason Cunningham fight.
I think so, but they've put is it Moses Atuma, is it his name?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just looking up. Oh yeah, Moses Atuma. Yeah, he's the young heavyweight, isn't he?
Yeah. We go 9 o'clock. I think they go 9:30, and Liam Davis is 10. That's what the bookies. That's what he said on the bookies anyway. So
yeah, well, like I say, a great opportunity for you to shine and to kickstart what I think could be a very, very, very good next few weeks for VIP, because we've got a couple of kids fighting for the British title a few weeks after you. And then we've got a great lineup of shows to the end of the year, and I just think it could be a great year for your manager, my boss, Mr. Woods, and you hopefully the guy who's going to kickstart it, mate.
well, listen, I'm more than ready to go, Lee. I've dreamt about this. I've dreamt about these nights, and even though I only started boxing at 20, I dreamt of being a professional boxer all my life. I just never had that get up and go and get it. I used to think, I never
Didn't you
knew.
play rugby to quite a good level?
I played football at a good level, but I remember the nights when me and my dad had watched Ricky Hatton walking out, and I watched Anthony Crowler with my dad, and just people like that, and I thought I always wanted to do it, but not coming from a boxing background, like family and stuff like that, you don't really. I know it sounds a bit crazy, but you don't really know how to get involved in boxing and them sports, and I always loved it. So, as they say, just a little boy with a dream, and I'm living my dream, mate.
This gets your name in the history books, mate. Puts your name down there, doesn't it, mate?
It'll be a dream come true.
Well, listen, Hopefully, I'm not sure if I'm down there. I'm speaking to Steve. If he can get me a pass, if he has, then I'll be in the changing rooms with you. But if not, I'll be talking to you hopefully on the Sunday or the Monday, and you'll have a nice little belt sat by the side of you.
Good, mate. It's going to be good. I can't wait for it. Honestly, I'm just ready. You know, not feeling much at the moment. That's when I get there. I think we go up on Thursday, press conference, weigh-in Friday, and then we go Saturday. That's when I get there, do the business, mate, and just get home to my girls, to my little girl and my missus, and you know, just enjoy it, really enjoy it. 'Cause it's been a long time coming. You know, I've worked extremely hardly. I
Listen, I
don't
know how
skip a
hard you work, mate. You're one of those kids who's very, very dedicated, and as I think Ethan James will find out, you're huge as a welterweight. I didn't think it was possible when you were a middleweight. Then you went down to light middleweight, and then you told me you was going to make welterweight, and I thought you're mental, but you do. You make it well, and hopefully that's going to be the difference because you're ready, mate.
I'm ready, and you know, it means a lot more because you know from where I come from where I originated and started on the unlicensed and stuff like that. This is like my world title, mate, and I'm ready to go and get it, and I'm not going to
This
let
is
go of
what
it.
could lead to a world title, mate. You never know. It's a funny old game, boxing.
Oh,
All you got to do is win now.
It excites me, Lee. It excites me, and you know, I'm living the dream, mate. I'm living the dream. Amazing family, friends. I'm just ready to go, mate. Everything's just fitting into place now. You know, the stars are aligned. I'm ready to go.
Right, well, listen, good luck for Saturday night, mate. Like I say, as I'm down there and I'll be celebrating with you, or I'll be chatting to you a few days later, because that's how confident I am, mate. I'm really, really sure you're going to do this, because I think, as you just said, everything's falling into place at the perfect time for you, mate. So good luck, and make sure I get to see that belt.
Yeah, thank you very much, Lee.
Take care, James. Say hello to Anthony. Bye, mate.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.